at the good old Harbor Freight Tools. So people of color know what I'm talking about, especially black people. Now, I particularly noticed post 9/11 that white people just stopped asking you, hey man, help you, man, help you. They stopped jumping down your throat. It's like they had a new threat, you know. But it's funny because I remember that feeling walking into a store. Been in there plenty of times. This particular Harbor Freight, been in plenty of times. Got the whole membership thing going. I've been there. I know my way around the store. As soon as I walk in the store, hey, can I help you find anything? I'm not bothered by that one because I'm just walking in the store. Maybe it's like a whole welcome to Moe's type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not bothered by that one. Asked the guy, yeah, where's your sauce? So he said, hand or powered? I said, hand. He's okay. Down aisle 3. Okay. Go down there. Just get to the sauce. Just getting there. And a guy comes over. Can I help you find anything? And mind you, there's other white people walking around the store. I'm probably the only black person in the store. Okay. I didn't walk around the whole store. But I'm in the store less than 3 minutes. And here's another employee. He asked me if I need help finding anything. So I said, this white person just walked past me and they didn't ask them. And they were closer to that white person. So I said, you know what? Well, since you guys are so friendly today, can you show me how this saw works? Now, I know what you're thinking. How does saw work? Got a coping saw. Okay. So trying to figure out how to change the blade and switch it, turn it around when I need to use it. Okay. Been a while since I used one of these saws. So he was, I'm going to call him Helpful Hank. Helpful Hank came over there and I gave him the saw and he was befuddled by the functionality of the saw. Oh, my brain. So then he finally figured it out because I was on the way of figuring it out. So, but I figured since they were so helpful, let me use the services. So then, he goes, can I help you find anything else? I said, well, since you're still so helpful, Hank, I need some AAA batteries, some rechargeable AAA batteries. So then he shows me over to the batteries. So then I'm looking, and I said, okay, let me look at my phone, see what else I needed here. So then he kind of like lingered over, like he wanted to walk away, but he didn't. Then there was another employee that came out of the back room and she was looking, and it was just like, I'm going to make you guys follow me around the store. So either way, I go down the power 2 aisle, and then you can see him kind of lingering around again. Mind you, other white people walk around the store, ain't asking them at all. So then I come up to the front and then I ask the guy, I say, hey man, you know those blowers? This is the first guy that asked me if I want to help, but he was at the register. I said, you know those blowers that they're selling on TikTok and stuff? So you guys got those here? I said, they're kind of like leaf blowers. He's like, yeah, probably down on aisle 6. So as I turn around, the helpful Hank is standing right over by the aisle, not too far from me. Didn't ask me anything, but he was like looking in my direction. Then he asked somebody, you find everything you need? Mind you, the person's coming from the counter, going back to go grab something, whatever. So I go down the aisle. Here come Helpful Hank again, walking right past me, but inconspicuously, just walking past me like he ain't, I don't even know that you're there, So then the lady that was working in the back, she walks past me, then she turns around again and then she looks at me again. So then I end up making my way up to the register. Now there's 2 registers. One, somebody's already getting helped at, which is the guy that asked me the first time. And then there's a lady sitting at the register. This is another lady. She's sitting at the register all by herself. I'm already walking up to the register purposely. Can I help you find anything? So at that point, you know, I know I had the look on my face. I was like, and I had this smile and you know, little giggle on my face and stuff. I put the stuff on the counter. I said, "Nah, this is it." And then she says, "Is everything okay with you today? You having one of those days, one of those bad days?" I said, "No. It's just been a while since I've been berated at a store that I go to all the time. I know my way around the store, but it's been a while since people have berated me and asked me for help when I don't need the help." So then she didn't know what to say because she knew exactly what I was talking about. Oh, racism.